I guess we're only 3 weeks in, but I think that we'd both move here just because it's one, an opportunity, and two, I mean, I feel like the best starts or the best paths, I guess, always start the roughest. There's no lotus around here.
Nope. Sad. You guys need to fix that. That is just a crime.
Obviously, all these things are like negative, but you know what? That's our experience. So
Yeah,
it's unfortunate so far.
Yeah, we're hoping that changes.
I also hate the wind.
Yeah, it's very windy. Tri-Cities
was really windy too. I mean, the friggin' baseball team was called the Dust Devils. but it's definitely not for the faint of heart or the weak-minded, which I feel like I'm struggling with a lot. I'm used to like going to work and using my brain and not making fucking fart noises all day long so a baby can stay happy. It's so different. It's like night and day. Ronan just passed 5 months right now, so hi. It's definitely interesting, to say the least.
Are you saying the culture?
Yeah.
It's unique to us, for sure.
Yeah, unique to us. I get looked at like a wild animal.
Well, look at all your tattoos.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to the Living Limitless podcast. We've been absent for a little bit. Made our move from Washington to Utah. As you can see, things have changed a little bit. And we have our producer with us because he doesn't want to be on the floor.
No, he's not having it today.
Boy.
Well, do you want to talk about, I guess, why we moved from Tri-Cities to northern Utah?
Yeah. Career change. Career change that presented us a little bit of an opportunity to travel around the United States and maybe even internationally. I think we both felt a little bit stuck in the Tri-Cities maybe.
Yeah.
And felt like we just wanted a fresh start altogether. I guess, do you want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, I suppose I was the one from the Tri-Cities area, so I've been there my whole life. And if you have been to Tri-Cities, or if you were born or lived or whatnot, you know that it's not necessarily a place to thrive, I guess. It's more of a like settle down type of place. It's definitely growing and there's definitely a lot of opportunity, but I felt like my welcome was played out a little bit.
Yeah.
Hi. I like travel. I've traveled for jobs before and stuff like that and been able to see quite a few states and whatnot. So being able to come to Utah, it's definitely interesting, to say the least.
Are you saying the culture?
Yeah.
It's unique to us, for sure.
Yeah, unique to us. I get looked at like a wild animal.
Well, look at all your tattoos.
Yeah.
You wild animal, you.
I feel like this move was definitely justified. I don't know about staying in Utah by any means at all.
Yeah, not yet.
I heard southern Utah is a little bit better, I guess for like outsiders or whatnot.
Yeah, transplants.
Yeah, for transplants. All the older people are like nice. Like by older I mean like 60 and over.
Yeah.
I've not met one nice person like my age or around my age. They all just like stare at you and don't smile.
Nope.
Don't even look the other way. They just like stare you down, stare through your soul.
Yeah.
At least that's our experience. Obviously everyone's different and not everyone looks like us. I also look very Mexican with my curly hair out instead of having it like straightened or whatnot.
Yeah, you definitely don't look white.
No. But
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of weird because we made a lot of posts on Threads and everyone's, or not everyone, but a lot of people seem very welcoming.
Yeah.
And then, I guess getting here, people definitely like to stay to themselves, it seems like. Or
Yeah. Or it feels like if they see you and they have kids, they like hurry their kids along so their kids don't see you.
yeah, I don't know if that's because
Like,
we have tattoos or like,
I don't know.
or I don't know what it would be.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. Again, we've only been here for a short while, but that's kind of been our experience so far. Hopefully
Yeah.
that changes.
I know there's a lot of TikToks out there that say that everyone has Utah like wrong and whatnot. Obviously, we've only been here for what, like 3 weeks,
Yeah,
4 weeks.
3 weeks.
Um, and it's hopefully gonna get better. I
Yeah,
would hope so.
I hope.
We
Thanks,
also,
dude. Bless you. Oh my
I feel
goodness,
like
bless you.
in southern Utah and where people go on hikes and just being outdoor more rather
Mhm.
than the area that we live in, because the area that we are in is very new and it's only houses. There's like hardly any um I guess not activities. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, there's parks and then residential. It's like brand new apartments and homes.
Yeah, but the closest Target is like 25 minutes away.
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous. Traffic here sucks.
Yeah.
Traffic sucks.
Traffic here is like on the western side of Washington, if you know how that is. So,
Gross.
yeah. Obviously, all these things are like negative, but you know what? That's our experience. So,
Yeah, we're
it's
hoping.
unfortunate so far.
Yeah, we're hoping that that changes.
I also hate the wind.
Yeah, it's very
I
windy.
Tri-Cities was really windy too. I mean, the friggin' baseball team was called the Dust Devils. So, but I can't stand the wind. I don't know. It's just something about it with my ears. But the sun, obviously we're higher elevation, so the sun feels like it's like cooking your skin 2 seconds when you step out into it.
We had this guy in the stroller today, and we thought he was just gonna get absolutely toasted.
Yeah. Yep. Um, I guess our day to day looks definitely very different for
Oh, for sure.
both of us. You're commuting to work now,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously a different company, whole different project.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, so a lot earlier mornings trying to get to work. It could be 45 or 50 minutes to get there, or it could be an hour and a half. Work days look different. Job site looks different. Being up in the mountains, it's kind of unique. Um, and then coming home and you already being home and
mm.
cooking dinner and having dinner ready and things like that. Uh, how do you feel about being a stay-at-home mama?
I honestly didn't think that I was ever gonna be a stay-at-home mom just because the way that like life has presented itself to
Yeah.
me. It's definitely not for the faint of heart is or the weak-minded, which I feel like I'm struggling with a lot. I'm used to like going to work and using my brain and not making fucking fart noises all day long so a baby can stay happy. It's so different. It's like night and day.
Yeah, look at him, look at you.
Yeah. I definitely am. I'm grateful to be able to stay home with him because I wasn't able to do that with Abigail. I mean, I took her to work with me until she was 6 months. Ronan just passed 5 months right now, so hi. I'm definitely grateful to be able to like raise him and Abigail instead of having other people raise them. Which is something that I wish I could have done with Abigail, but at the same time not using my brain or like I was doing like with electrical project management, like that's like
Yeah.
very tedious and it's a
Oh yeah.
lot. And so going from like electrical and talking with like grown men to a freaking 5-month old is like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Yeah. I
Um,
can tell when I get home. You're like, oh, thank God, an adult.
I know, and then I feel bad because I know that you're also coming home from work and want to like relax, and so I try not to. I try.
It's okay. Mm-mm.
You also see through me though, so huh.
Yeah, I do.
But he's only gonna get older, and it's gonna be easier. but then it's not gonna be easier again. So
No, it's
it's
not.
fine. I definitely need to get into, or I feel like I've started getting into a semi routine and focusing on mental health a little bit better. I
Yeah.
mean, I showered for 3 days in a row last week, so
Oh, that's good.
no.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks. Um, I definitely, the postpartum part is hard, and then having different hormones
Yeah.
come into play is also like, what the fuck is going on? My body is very confused right now.
Yeah, I know.
Uh, but I'm definitely excited for summer, I guess,
Yeah.
and getting out more, and then him being able to like sit and crawl and not have to hold him up like that all day
Yeah, I
long.
know. And he gets mad when he's laying on his back. He only wants to be sitting or standing.
Yeah, he's friggin' stage 5 cleaner and still got a bald spot in the back of his head. So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, he does.
Um, I don't know. Yeah, I guess getting into routines, I feel like is gonna change also because I presume that the summer months would have the traffic be busier too.
I would assume so. Um, yeah, the whole routine piece. I think towards the end of us knowing that we were leaving the Tri-Cities, we were hoping that the timeline would come a little bit quicker than it did.
Mhm.
So I feel like a lot of our routines fell off, and then getting here and establishing new routines.
Mhm.
Um, it definitely took us a while to get our feet under us,
Yeah.
aka why we haven't released a episode or been active on social media or any of that stuff. We just
Yeah.
had so many things to try to, I don't know, get
Mm,
established.
yeah.
And now I feel like this week has been a little bit better. Like
Mhm.
having the gym in the garage, for me at least, that's huge.
Mhm.
Um, Even rolling over into this weekend, like just going for our walks, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It was a struggle for a bit.
Yeah. Definitely a struggle. Um, I feel like I don't know, and Abigail started a new school too, and like the first few days were rough. She had boys freaking like physically hitting
Yeah,
her
yeah.
and throwing things
Like
at her and
day
whatnot.
1 or 2, right?
It was day one, yeah. But um I think obviously as they get older, I mean we won't be here that long, I suppose, but um and then Abigail is about to go back to Tri-Cities for the summer, so
Yep.
Utah and having the kids kind of explore this place will, I don't know if they'll necessarily remember it a lot, but
Thanks, dude.
it's Abigail's first big move, and then it's my first big move.
Thanks for that, dude. That was
Mm.
right in between the webs of my fingers.
Disgusting.
uh,
Um, but yeah, we're supposed to be here for what, about a year or so?
yeah, about a year. Year and a couple of months,
Mm-hmm.
I would say.
Um, so I guess like learning the culture would probably be different because Abby also looks a little bit different too. Ronan fit right in.
And this boy's white. Abigail looks like she's,
She's my twin. She's darker than me
yeah,
though.
she's dark.
Yeah.
She's dark skinned.
There are, I will say, I guess talking about ethnicity, when I was doing a tour of her school, there was a lot of Mexican or Hispanics, and then they, I want to say like Islander, like Pacific Islander.
Could be.
Um,
Not sure.
they very much look Hawaiian. So that kind of gives me some hope.
Yeah.
Just so kids, because I don't know, on it, I know that not every kid obviously is mean.
No.
They're taught to be mean, they're not born mean.
Yeah.
But I mean, the way that they looked at me when I went through the tour, they would like light me on fire with their eyeballs. So
Yeah. There was that sweet little boy when you picked up Abigail the other day.
yes, he was very cute. He came up and running behind Abigail and trying to say bye to her, and then asked me if he could close the door for her.
Yeah. A little. How old was he? You think?
He looked Abigail's age, maybe
5
a
or
little
6 then.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah. I told Abby, I said that's how guys are supposed to treat you. Not supposed to punch you and throw pencils at you just because they say they like you.
Yeah, right.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
But I guess we're only 3 weeks in, but I think that we'd both move here just because it's one, an opportunity, and two, I mean, I feel like the best starts or the best paths, I guess, always start the roughest.
Mm-hmm.
So if this is the roughest that it gets as we travel throughout our lives, then I suppose it's okay.
Yeah, we definitely talk. Part of the reason we want to travel is to learn and understand different cultures, different people, and things like that. And that's not always going to be necessarily positive right off the bat. And again, we're not uh, judging everybody here. That's just our experience so far.
No,
So
yeah, we've only been here 3 weeks, and like we're in a very I would say gentrified part of Utah.
yeah,
Um there is, I do see a lot of Hispanic culture and like Mexican food trucks and authentic stuff.
yeah.
Not what we walked into the other day. We're still finding everything.
Yeah, no.
Um my pet peeve, if you're a girl, you know that when you look at another girl and they just fucking give you the bitchy mean face and don't smile back, don't even try to fake smile back, you're like, fucking hello. Like, what in the shit? I don't like that.
Sav needs her friends out here, like down to earth, like true, genuine friends, come as you are type.
Yeah.
Not judgmental, and you need your friend base out here for sure.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if that happens. I will say the only positive that I have experienced is swig. Dirty sodas.
And I hate it.
There's no coffee. Well, where we live, I know it's more developed in Salt Lake. But where we are, there's zero coffee shops. There's Dutch Bros. There's Beans and Brews, and there's uh the other one that's in
I
a
don't even
trailer that
remember.
I told you. It's like Coffee Creations or something like that. That's like $8 for a
Yeah,
16-ounce. Yeah,
wild.
I don't know. There's no Lotus around here.
Nope. Sad. You guys need to fix that. That is just a crime.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
like any of the White Lotus or whatever that is out here.
Yeah.
It tastes like, I don't know, Freezy Pops. Like
Yeah.
not even good ones either. Like off-brand. I don't even know.
Yeah. Well, I did do some research, and Lotus is actually manufactured, or I don't know if they're manufactured, but their warehouse is in South Jordan,
Yeah.
I think is
Hmm.
what I said. So we can definitely go and get our own Lotus and buy some syrup so we can create our own at home.
Well, might as well, and we'll start door dashing it for you people so you can actually experience a true Lotus. We can
Yeah.
put some real fruit in it for you.
Yeah. Yep.
Criminal.
It is. Everybody likes
You got some
their,
strong opinions, Ronan?
yeah, Ronan's. Oh, it's because his elephant's on the floor. He's staring at it.
You want it? Give me that. You said gimme.
um,
Oh no. Yeah.
mm,
What else we got on that beautiful list?
It's basically it. Just talking about our experiences and if we would do it again, which,
Yeah, I mean, I say we would, with or without kids. Again, it's all about just experiencing and saying that we did it at least. And
yeah.
there's so many spots or places that we want to go outside of Salt Lake City,
Mm-hmm.
um, that look gorgeous, like
Yeah.
just naturally gorgeous.
Yeah, I did. I saved some spots for us to go, I guess when it warms up a little bit more. Most of them are in southern Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Um and then I do really want to go snowboarding. I don't really know how. I would assume the season lasts a lot longer than
Yeah,
Washington does, but I'm not 100% sure on that, but I was checking out some of the resorts or
yeah.
whatnot so we can go snowboarding. And then
So I could scorpion all the way down down the hill. All
yeah,
right.
Aaron's never been snowboarding before. I've been, I don't know, maybe like 5 times, maybe.
This would be super exciting.
Yeah.
I am excited to learn, but I know that I'm just gonna be on my ass like 95% of the time, like the first couple of times. So
Yeah, the first time I ever went, I didn't even go on the bunny hill. I
really,
stayed. It was at White Pass, and there's like a little slope on the bottom of the bunny hill, to where like the little kids were like practicing and whatnot, and then that's what I did all day long. And
that's gonna
then
be
the next
me.
time I went on the bunny hill, and that's what I did all that day. And then
That's
it
gonna,
wasn't until the third time that I went up on the first lift, and I only went on that first path.
that's gonna be me. Yeah, really, it was just a career opportunity, and again, capitalizing on the travel piece, and it sets us up for the future. And
Yeah.
I will say the drive from the Tri Cities here, I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to
I chose to
die.
ignore that part because I was like, well, he dies, we all die. um, that was scary.
I was
You wanted to
miserable.
drive all the way through it, so
Mm-hmm.
kudos to you.
And we did.
Mm-hmm.
The morning of us leaving, I started to feel off, like
Mm-hmm.
congestion and body aches and
Yeah, I forgot about that. We were all sick.
yeah,
I had just gotten over being sick. You got sick like the day that we left.
yeah. As
And
soon
then
as
we
we got in the
got
truck,
here.
I was dripping all over my shirt.
Yeah. We got here and Ronan was sick.
Yeah,
And Abigail was sick.
unpacking sick.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wants mama for a little bit.
Okay.
Oh.
Hamdo. Oh my god, your hands are sweaty.
Let's not
Good
talk about
night.
that. He's yeah, unpacking sick. Just like we left Friday. It was supposed to be 10 hours. It took us 16. We didn't get here until 4:30 in the morning. I was miserable. I definitely had a fever. It was all the different things. It was just
Yeah.
net less than ideal, to say the least.
Well, and then that week, Ronan got his first fever. I
Oh
think it
yeah.
was just because of teething, because nothing else was really like wrong.
Yeah,
But
he was burning up pretty bad though.
yeah. And then that's when we weren't on your insurance. We still had Washington insurance. So I'm like, I hope that the hospitals are take it
Yeah.
and whatnot. Utah is definitely very, 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 very red state, very different than Washington. So I would say that's the only thing that kind of like, mm, I guess, rubs me the wrong way. But it's,
It's different. It's a
I
different
think
state.
all of the states are different than Washington. Washington's definitely very people oriented
I
in
also think that
every
there's like
way.
uh the culture here is
Hmm.
definitely different than anything I've experienced, but
Yeah.
um
I will say it's like very kid oriented here. Like there's a million parks. There's, um,
just super nice.
yeah. I will
Hello, you want to say hi?
I will say though that one experience I had at Cold Stone with those little kids like running into me and like touching me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but if you don't correct your kids and they're like rubbing up against strangers,
that's a problem.
that's not my cup of tea.
What was it set for?
3 minutes.
Yeah, perfect. Oh, well,
We still have a lot to learn.
yeah, we have a lot to learn. And moving forward, we're gonna do some more episodes for people to get to know us. So we did the shoe game in the past and the would you rather. I think we're gonna do a couple episodes like that.
Hmm.
Those were fun.
Yeah,
Those are the most fun episodes, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Making fun of you. Oh.
Yeah, oh. Yeah. But we're gonna be back on a nice routine. So, again, getting back into our routines is nice.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, more or less, we just wanted to talk about our beautiful transition from Washington to Utah. bring people up to speed.
Ronan says goodbye.
Yeah, Ronan says I want to go to bed. I want a nightcap and I want to go to bed.
It took us like what, an hour and a half to set this up. Rookies.
Try to. I timed.
Yeah. Nice.
It's okay. We'll get there. But as always, thanks for tuning in. Glad to be back. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.